way to open up the sewer doors.
Yeah,
Possibly.
like a strange mechanism.
Yeah, strange mechanism with like a that has like a bowl.
Band name.
What was that?
Bro,
Band
it's
name.
fucking D&D
Sorry.
time, bro.
Band name?
Yeah, strange mechanism.
Oh, that's a band name. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we're
Oh.
in the middle of combat for
Yeah, I
our
know.
side. I believe that's everything.
Anything that... Oh, what happened to the other side?
We basically, like, we just kind of opened the door and we're just volleying arrows in to kill the priest person. We thought there were more still alive, but then the priest escaped, and we caught him and killed her. And then we basically, Jaryu went in, found the poison trap, disabled it, and then we fanned out all the poison, and we're starting to fortify the All Temple, or whatever it is. That's pretty much it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that anyone wants to add, or?
We're preparing to attack the fort.
That's pretty good.
Fort Keep, as Waco says.
Fort Keep.
Fort Keep, yes.
Jar Rule's gonna attack Fort Keep.
Yeah, Ja Rule, dude.
We did it again before when we were talking earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, stop, won't stop. Jar you. I got it now. You. You, me.
Not a rule. You.
Okay. Well, if everyone's good with that, then I say we go ahead and hop on in.
Bet you won't.
I think we started with.
Top side? I think.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the sewer side. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. God,
This has ruined
damn it.
everything.
Fiddlesticks.
I'm going back to the chat log.
I need a
Gelatinous
mod.
cube.
Not an ice cube.
6 days, 22 hours.
Dog.
We started last time, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm
I'm
pretty,
pretty.
sure.
I'm pretty sure we started with those guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we basically finished the combat, I think, at the beginning of...
Yeah, so it went from 20 days to 7 days ago, and we all started healing on our side instantly, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Sounds good to me.
We also got a long rest.
Yeah,
Uh,
I definitely remember that one, for sure.
Liar. We've also got a long rest. Oh.
Hey,
Oh,
you know
you
what?
boys.
Our surprise is gone by now, so might as well just take one.
Might as well. No. We will start over in the sewers. We are starting with the Rat King. The Rat King, if y'all remember what happened in combat last time, we ended with the Rat King getting struck by the grasping spout of the Wastrelith, and it grabbed him around the waist and yanked him basically down into the water next to this creature. And he is now in the water. And because he is in the water, on the start of his turn, he is going to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
He fails.
God damn it, Rat King.
So he is going to take 12 poison damage, and he is poisoned for a minute.
Rat King doesn't have some kind of poison immunity.
And is the Rat King being like held by that guy or the
No, he's
snake
not
thing?
being
Or he's
grappled.
just in there. Okay.
He's not being grappled. He is just now in the water.
Let's just pretend that it's rat poison.
Here's the poisoned condition. For
Oh
anyone
my
who's curious.
So dumb.
I mean, rats
What
aren't
an
immune to it
idiot.
because they get killed by it. So
Oh my
Oh.
god. Hey Daniel, remind me
No,
what's the
that's-
big area situation?
That is kind of the inky black violet water that is spreading from this creature that's in the water.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's just a visual thing. Like it's
Where
no
you're-
damage or
You don't know.
you don't know.
So the Rat King, y'all watch as he kind of struggles in the water. He's no longer grappled by this tendril that reached out for him. And from the water here, he is going to... You know, it's funny. I'm him, but I kind of don't know what to do.
shoot him.
He's going to pull out his rapier. Now he's in the water. And is going to make two... He has multi-attack. 2 rapier attacks. At this big creature. That hits. And that hits.
Ooh, max damage.
Damn, Rat King.
Wow. He's doing it!
24 damage.
While he's swimming.
He's fucking pissed. He was just like waterboarded.
Yeah, no, he got the the short end of the stick. And he is going to... Oh no. Technically he was supposed to have disadvantage for those because he's in the water.
Dang.
But
damage
I'll
already
apply the
applied.
same rules. Yeah, I'll apply the same rules, but now I know. So, sorry everyone else. And he is going to use a bonus action to disengage. He's in the water without a swim speed, so it's difficult terrain, so he can only move 15 feet. He's going to swim over here to get away from this thing. And when he appears over here, I want everyone to roll for me a perception check.
I guess the problem will solve itself if the Rat King dies right here. So.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was wondering how badly y'all are gonna try and save them. I would hope. Somewhat. Jen, you, Sornin, and Ventus notice as he swims over this way a dark shadow in the water, as 2 eyes, kind of like crocodilian, poke up above the water, and you see a creature emerge.
Ew!
Oh,
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's like an ugly Okizos!
Oh wait.
Yeah, I don't really like the artwork in 5e for these guys.
Oh.
I didn't use it.
Ophidian?
Yeah, I didn't use it because it's like old looking, but this is more of what they look like, truthfully.
Okay, I can
Oh.
respect that.
Yeah.
So like
it's
partial snake.
they're really supposed to be snake thing. Like you can kind of see them here. It's a little picture, but they're definitely more like snaky than lizardy.
I think you should use that black and white picture for his icon.
Yeah, it's just much more of what they're supposed to be. I don't know why they changed them so drastically. It's kind of frustrating, but oh well. I don't make the big bucks. But he pokes out of the water.
Oh, dude.
All this to say, he pokes out.
This is the one.
There he is.
What the fuck?
Can I perceive if he looks like he intends to harm us or help them? monsters or?
Roll a nature check for me.
I think it's kind of cute. He's got a little sword. He's like a little salamander with the sword.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
I like that guy.
Sort of likes
You
this.
can't say for sure, but based on how reptilian he is, I think that you should be able to. You have an idea.
Is this some relative of Yokizo's?
Let's go with that. His people have come to help us.
Yeah, it's Yokizo's cousins, guys. We're saved.
Is it half snake or half lizard? Fuck.
And with that, Ventus, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to drink this
There
potion.
he is.
Okay. Good healing.
And then I will use my bonus action to I'm gonna disengage with my Step of the Wind.
Okay.
Is there like a platform to this door that I can stand
Yeah,
on?
it's like a busted pipe,
Okay, I'm gonna go
but it's like
fly.
raised up over here.
I'm gonna go fly to this door.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Big weights, big gains.
Azos, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move over to the dog,
No.
and it's looking like the end for him.
No.
Did you go to the dentist today?
You really got to do
Bro,
anything.
so bad, dude.
Oh shit.
My like whole like the right side of my mouth hurts so fucking much, bro.
Oh, I
no.
bet.
5 fillings.
Oh.
Eee.
That hits.
That sounds so exciting.
Our poor doggy
Oh
boy.
man,
Yeah.
and a big hit too.
No. The dog goes down as it shrieks out
Ah.
in pain.
We should have tried to keep it.
And can I like hit this thing?
I was wondering the same thing. Technically, you're 10 feet above it.
Can I try with disadvantage?
Yeah, I'll let you try with disadvantage. I'm wondering.
I can see like Aslo's being above him, but that's a tall ass
That's all.
animal. I feel like Aslo's is still like
Yeah,
level
it's
with
more
him.
like. Yeah. No, I'll let you attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
How tall
So
is
how does reckless work with that? Is that a normal attack?
No, I'm gonna say full disadvantage.
Okay.
Just because you're like kind of like far and up. It's just like an
Yeah.
awkward attack essentially.
It's like
And
the
can I
roof
have 2
switch.
on him since I get the extra attack, and since I kill a monster, I get greater weapon master?
Yeah,
So-
I won't take that
okay.
away from you.
Okay. I guess I should have used the one up there, but
Eee.
That one
There
does
it
it.
is. There it is.
I'll take it.
That's free.
we take those?
You take those.
Absolutely.
We take those
Yeah,
3 on the
you,
dice, 17 damage rolls.
And
Killed the
I'll
dog too, so.
let- True. That's a double take. Roll a survival check for me.
Okay.
Oh, I'm saying that as a good thing. You rolled a 3 on the dice and did 17 damage to him.
Right.
It's fucking crazy.
Bro, survival? Am I not seeing that? Oh, there it is.
It is
Okay, I
indeed
do see
straight
it.
up,
I see
then.
it. It's at the very bottom.
You notice that as you like cut into this creature, that it like the blood that you would expect to see is like black, like almost like ooze. Like it's not blood. Whatever this thing is, it's like it doesn't even really bleed.
So I'm not
Noticeably
even
different.
thinking it's like I'm thinking that this could not even be like what, like the creature could be like an illusion of something almost.
More so that like you have fought a lot of 1T, you have killed a lot of 1T. This is not 1T.
Okay.
Like you know their blood. This is not that.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. It's Lopin's turn. He spent his last turn hacking down this block of ice. And he's going to rush forward to attack the cube.
Oh no.
He attacks twice. Ah!
Weren't.
Oh man.
Aha!
Oh boy.
Oh.
Aha!
Another.
Oh.
Man. Not what you like to see. He chills right there.
Oh no!
It's the Ophidian's turn. He has multi-attack. He's going to do a bite and then a claws onto the Rat King.
I think he's a bad guy.
That does not hit the Rat King. Claws.
His big
That
meaty
does hit the Rat
claws.
King. Yep. He slashes into him. Howie. And Sornin, it's your turn.
Thornton's just gonna start blasting. He's gonna blast that cube.
That hits.
Aw.
I was on the 8 for like 20 seconds.
And y'all are watching as like this cube is just kind of like wobbling. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Also, I just realized I didn't bring any of these little guys into initiative.
Experiment. Ooh.
I remember I revealed them last time, but I didn't.
Experiment whip. Experiment monitor.
Okay, let me apply that damage for you, Storm. You watch as the cube goes wah, 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 as it gets hit with the grave bolt.
That's it. That's his turn.
Okay. Thunder Owl, it's your turn. As you examine the battlefield.
Yeah, how's our main big guy looking? Like, is he just like
you can roll a survival check.
survival check? Okay.
I'm trying to use survival checks more.
Lame.
Not lame.
Not lame. This is good, man. He looks fine. He looks unfazed.
Okay. So I'm going to land here.
Okay.
Wild shape back to myself. Which can you do for me, please? Good
Yes.
sir.
Yes, I can. Meow.
You're the best. And I will cast polymorph.
Okay. He does have magic resistance, so he'll roll with advantage.
Hell yeah.
He passes.
Yeah, I see that.
You watch as the magic like begins to envelop him, and then is just shed off of his scales. And you make direct eye contact with this creature.
And I kind of I kind of like descend on this side of this rock to where like I'm ducking my body from his line of sight. So I'm climbing down the rock. as my
Okay.
last movement. Just
So
to
you're
like,
beginning to duck behind it.
yeah, I'm ducking behind this rock.
I'll give you half cover,
Hell yeah.
but before your turn ends, I do need a strength check because you're just sitting there grappled, trying to grapple it.
Ah, it's your strong suit.
This is a regular ability check?
Saving throw. Okay, yeah. You continue to kind of hold on. Your rock climbing has paid off, and you're hanging on the edge.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Can't believe you
It's
had
now the
that
cube's
ability.
turn. The cube is going to continue moving forward. And you'll watch as the cube enters the space of both the swarm of rats and what's his name? Lopin. And whenever he enters their space, he's going to use the engulf ability. So as he enters, I'm going to roll a check for both of them. And Lopin sees the cube kind of beginning to like move for him. And so Lopin is able to, he looks down, he can either move to the side or behind him. And he doesn't want to jump into this water as a dwarf, so he's going to back up 5 feet. It's now the rat's turn. Oh no. Y'all watch as this cube engulfs an entire swarm of rats inside of it.
Oh no.
And the rats take
Don't they know they're going to go back to the shield vendor afterwards?
15 damage
They'll get them from the inside. It's okay.
and are now trapped inside of the cube.
I mean,
Yeah, that's why we weren't attacking it.
Rats can eat jelly.
Not disc jelly.
I mean, rats did eat the
yeah.
fucking starfish from outer space in Suicide Squad.
It's true. Big moment.
And that's the cube's turn.
The cube.
It's now the Wastrelith's turn. The Wastrelith is going to first heal. You watch
Boo.
as it opens its mouth in like the dark, murky water that it's producing, and like and engulfs some of it.
Wow, that's
So he's
waxy.
drinking it?
He's drinking it.
Dude's crazy, man.
He's drinking his own
And-
juice?
He's drinking his own juice.
What the fuck?
Don't put it
And
like that.
after he opens his mouth in his own dirty water, he is going to plunge underwater and disappear.
But we don't know what that did? Him drinking it?
No. What do you think you can discern from someone drinking water, Manny?
Well, someone drinking their own juice and going away, that's kind of fucking weird.
He was just
No,
thirsty
it's
for
definitely
chill.
weird. Definitely weird, but you just don't know what it does. And he reappears here in the water.
I'm gonna drink that fucking water next.
He's trying to sell his water on YouTube. in a
Dude, don't
jar.
drink the guy's juice, Minnie.
I'm gonna drink it
Someday.
next. Next turn, I'm drinking the juice.
And
You
he
better
is going to use an action for his grasping spout. And this time the water tendril is going to like whip out from the water and slap forward and race towards Jen.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh no.
And you watch as the whip of water grabs you by the waist and rips you forward. Shoo.
Drink his water!
I take a big gulp of it.
and
Drink
he
his
loses
juice!
1d20 health.
Drink his juice!
No wheezing the juice.
And you take 29 damage.
Oh,
Ow.
God.
God damn.
Oh no.
His juice will cure you.
That's his turn. Jin, it is your turn.
Oh, hello. Who are these experiments? These are his little lackeys.
Yeah, there's like little humanoids that are like rising up in the water, like kind of like zombies, almost like Pirates of the Caribbean style.
Sure.
Second.
One
Davy
second. I'm
Jones.
looking
Davy
at
Jones
my
log. Yeah.
character sheet.
Davy Jones. We should play that dice game with him.
I tried to play that with one of my groups, and they were so confused.
Which dice game?
They all they
I forget
have
what
is
I forget what it's called.
serving time. So they bet like. Is it like they bet like who has? They
Bet years
they
of service or something.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what they,
Yeah.
That's
what
not
they
the
put
mechanic
up.
of the game, though.
Yeah.
Stake,
That's what they're
stake.
putting up on the stake. But then they like announce what they might or may not
Mhm.
have, and it's like calling
It's like
a
a
bluff.
bluffing game.
Yeah.
It's like bullshit.
I have 5 6s. I have 5 6s.
Yeah.
Call me, asshole.
So, David,
Mhm.
am I like in the water right now?
Yes, yeah. You're not under the water. You're just like wading in the water.
But I can still like attack and do everything I normally could. My movement speed is just halved.
Your movement speed is halved, and I tried to look up.
I just need some clarification because it kind of.
Yeah, no, for sure. You definitely, your movement speed is doubled, and I think it says
Doubled, sweet.
No,
I'm a swimmer.
sorry.
I'm swimming.
And I believe that if you do not have a swim speed, you have disadvantage on melee attacks that are slashing and bludgeoning. If I remember right.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
And how large is this creature, in fact, like relative to my size?
Pretty large. If it helps for any kind of rules clarification, it is a large creature.
And is he like blocking my sight to say the cube and the Rat King and the people over there?
Definitely not to anyone over here. I think that you would even still probably be able to see the cubes and just like kind of like up, you know, it's like elevated. So I think you would be able to see all of it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kind of panic and take out Umbra and chuck it at this guy.
Okay.
Probably with disadvantage or something, you tell me.
Throwing it. Hold on. Let's take a look. See. Yeah, disadvantage. Nice. You still hit.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Nailed him.
Yeah. Your dagger flies off and hits him in the shoulder.
And then I'd like to use my bonus action and say Umbra's passphrase that only I know,
Yes.
which
The
I'm
secret
not going to
pa-
reveal now,
Of course, no.
to teleport to that guy. And I'm just going to
Yeah.
stand in there over next to Rat King.
Shoom.
Is it thunder?
You hear Jin mutter, "If you please."
And you do get to still roll damage for that. That counts.
Well, and I guess he's standing next to the Rat King, who's my ally, so would that be...
Yeah, technically, I guess that would be a sneak attack.
Aw, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the macro should work now, so now you don't have to do the additional. It should just apply it.
He's all cool and sneaky,
Whenever you roll your Umbra damage.
grainy and black and white.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Out of freaking nowhere, you attack this whip, and you hear it scream out in pain.
And when I teleport, is there any way I could, like, influence myself to be like over here or
Not up on the pipe, just because
Okay.
this guy's down in the water.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, that's fine. I'll give that to you.
Thanks. And then I'm done.
Okay. And it's this little guy's turn. He is going to wade forward and start climbing up this rock. And it's this guy's turn, who is going to turn back to you, Jen. Quite unhappy, and try to take a big old bite out of you.
Whoa.
He has multi-attack, so he gets 2 of these big chompers.
Miss. I believe that's a miss. Yep. 16.
Damn you, whip. Okay. Round 2 is finished. We go to round 3.
Close.
But not after going upside.
Top side.
Top side, thank you.
Keep saying stuff muted.
Top side. I'm trying to find y'all's here. Let's go to this.
I said if you please joke perfectly timed, but then I had to unmute and re-say it. It's freaking ruined it.
Feels
Yeah, I
bad.
haven't said that in a while.
It would have been better the first time.
I know.
Timing.
It was only mildly funny.
Yeah, so the group of you in here have spent at least a short rest amount of time kind of refortifying this area, checking it for traps again, locking it down, and everything like that. What do you do once everything has been kind of taken care of?
We're still waiting on Picard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go outside and just man the doorway. Look for Picard and his peeps. Just hang out there.
Let's see.
It's probably gonna be a minute. Hopefully.
I'm gonna pour a poison into Joe Exotic's mouth.
I am, Jaryu is still rifling through corpses.
Looking for, Jaryu?
Huh?
What are you looking for?
You know anything?
Didn't we burn them all?
No, we burned the humans.
And the snakes.
Oh, and this. Oh yeah, Yokizos did burn the snakes because he didn't want them to come back.
Oh, I think you just burnt the dead topside tigers so they didn't come back. You burnt them
No,
all?
I burned the humans, the snakes, and yeah, anyone that could come back and possibly kill us or hurt us. I burned them.
Oh, well, Yokizos is not looking for dead bodies.
Jaryu convinces his search.
Go look at the pile of ash over there.
Rifling through the ash.
I suppose I'll have a look around the All Temple to see if there's anything that could help us in fortifying the temple.
Sure, yeah. And you
So-
find several resources that kind of help with that.
I do
Rope,
see this
timber.
cannon, and I kind of wanna go like uncover it and start rolling it out. Like,
Sure.
it's a fucking cannon. Why would you not want to use it?
Yeah, no, it's a perfectly good cannon. And you can tell that in addition to this being like a trap that was set for either y'all or just maybe the defenders in general, it was also being used as a storehouse for ammunition, supplies, building material. Like you said, you found a cannon that obviously wasn't used against y'all. This has been kind of a stock house for the opposition.
So I want to go out after I wheel a cannon kind of in the middle of the room. I'm gonna go out to talk to Fail or wherever she's at.
Yeah, you see her waiting alone outside.
I think we should move these palisades and the cannon to the front of the bridge whenever we get reinforcements. to kind of bolster our side over here. Maybe even
Look back.
bring the cannon with us to keep.
Look back in there and see the palisades. You talking about those palisades, the ones inside?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
that's probably great.
already built.
Yeah, especially we got enough people, we can move that quick.
There's
I
plenty
like
of
that.
cannonballs, and it looks like there's
Whew.
powder or gunpowder barrels all over the place over there. So
Wish hope Picard had a better time. Like, hopefully it was nice and quick. Let's see.
And after maybe like 10 more minutes of waiting, you see some movement coming down the street, Fayol. And you see, after maybe a couple moments of anxiety, you see that they are clearly human. As Picard moves forward with some men behind him, and he sees you off in the distance, and kind of raises his hand back at you, and begins to walk up to the All Temple with his men behind him.
I like to picture that there's like a good solid 2 or 3 minutes where we all kind of like hid behind the windows, and it was just really tense moment of like, fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Then you see
Yeah, I
the
mean,
card turn the corner, and it's like, oh, thank God.
everyone's guard is certainly up, especially after the encounter that you just had, and you can feel Yokizo's kind of the tension that the living soldiers had upon hearing footsteps approaching the All Temple kind of wash away as they see some familiar faces and they begin to relax once again. Picard walks up to you, Fail, and he asks you first and foremost, "Is it safe for my men to take shelter inside?"
Yeah, yes, of course. Come on. Come on.
Go ahead.
Everybody.
And they pile in to the All Temple. Picard stays outside with you, and you can see in his face, Fail, that this man is a little shook.
Oh, okay. I've seen this before. What happened? Let me know. What'd you see?
And he kind of shakes his head and he says, "Lieutenant, I've been in the military my entire life. I have fought a lot of battles. I've killed my good share of men. I have never encountered a group of creatures so dependently cold and monstrous. They ate one of my men in front of me."
About that. Sorry, Picard. I feel like almost like we should have warned y'all how I'd take it for granted. We've been fighting them for a little bit, and it's yeah, it is pretty crazy, right?
What did
That's why
Malnova
it's so
do to
important.
deserve this?
Well, that's why this is so important, right? We can't let this spread, right? I don't think it's Malnova's fault, you know. It's just conquest.
And you can tell that, like, kind of like the conversation that you had with the soldier earlier, you are really beginning to receive the morale shattering that the Wanti can impose upon someone that's never come across them. And it's beginning to make more sense to you how Grand City could have fallen so quickly to a group of creatures like the Wanti that no one could be prepared for.
Well, Card, the important thing is you were successful, correct?
We're successful, yes.
The plan is still on. Okay,
Are
so
we getting another wave of reinforcements?
Yes. They should be on their way right now, walking here right now.
Okay. Our next goal. We don't have time to rest. Sorry, Picard, but our next goal is taking the fort.
I have one more thing I need to say. I agree, first of all, that is of the utmost importance. And he turns his head back to you, Fail, and he says, "When we took this mission, I surrendered my authority to you. and I need your guidance in a matter. As
Oh,
the
of
authority here.
course. Of course. What do you got?
I don't know. And Jaryu, have you come outside to join this conversation?
Yes.
You would have seen the men enter the All Temple.
Yeah,
So I don't know if you.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, I like to think that I'm just standing in the door listening with the death fungus hanging out by me.
Yeah.
Muted?
Kind of part of it, but not part of it.
Yeah, right, right.
I'm gonna
Um,
climb in and get back out. I can't hear him at all. I don't know why.
Doing the old Dunstan trick, huh? Listening but not there.
yes.
It's my style.
Dunstan.
Oh, I miss that little bastard.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait,
miss
or fight on the
Inu.
reader.
Every time I think about him, I'm like, man, he was cool.
He was cool.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
And
Sacrifice.
and he says to you, Fail. So as acting officer here, I need your charge in this. I don't know how your encounter was like here, but for us, I would say it was largely a dark elf encampment with supporting Wanti.
Hmm. Yeah, we kind of
When
had the opposite. Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry. Continue.
No, it's okay. When we engaged, the Drow and the Wanti were unified in their attack back against us. But as the fight carried on, the Wanti, I don't know how to begin to play dirtier, I guess.
Oh, they.
Yes, we have come across multiple signs of dissent amongst the group. I do not think their alliance is as strong as it once was.
I agree. The point I'm trying to get to is that eventually we were able to kill the Wanti. We killed the Drow. But at the onset, when the Wanti they triggered a trap, and it poured boiling oil on some of my men, but also on some Drow. And after that happened, we had two Drow. And you watch as there's movement around the corner of the street, and two figures cross it that are shackled. He said we had two dissenters.
Did they come willingly?
They did. We took them as prisoners of war.
Get him in here quick.
And he goes over to the two and pulls them into the All Temple. And as he pulls them in, you watch as your own men kind of have a hush about them, watching these two Drow enter the building. They're completely restrained, and you can see that Picard has stripped them down to basically just rags, covering them. No weapons, no armor, nothing. They have dark violet skin, like any dark elf would, as well as pale white hair that goes down to about their shoulders. And you can see that not only Picard is sporting fresh wounds, but these Drow are as well. One Drow's arm is burned really badly. You can see the skin has like torn and pulled back from the burns on it, and the other one has a large gash on his shoulder as he sits them down in the middle of the All Temple.
I'm gonna walk up to them and start casting a spell. But
Okay.
I'm first going to, just because why not, I'm going to ask if they'll allow me to ask questions where they have to tell the truth. Basically asking them if I can use Zone of Truth, otherwise they have to roll against it.
I see. The two Drow kind of look at each other questioningly, but also they aren't dumb. They realize the situation that they're like they chose to do this, right? It's not like they were taken willingly. So the one looks at the other, and one of them looks at you and nods.
And then once they nod, the magic that I was already casting, basically as soon as they nod, a cone shoots up out of like where my hand is, and it, not a cone, but like a light shoots straight up, and then like a dome kind of falls around us. You can still see through it and hear through it,
Sure.
But there's like this magical golden dome, basically. And I guess my first question is, who do the Drow have their allegiance to?
And you can see that one of them is kind of taking over the talking. As he kind of clears his throat a little and he says, "Our allegiance is to Lady Aswea."
And who's Lady Az? Do I know Lady Aswea?
Never by name like this, no. You knew that the Drow must have some kind of leader, but you've never heard someone actually like referred to by her name.
And what is your status and rank as far as being able to talk to Lady Aswea? Are you just a grunt, just a pawn in the army, or do you have some?
No, I am of no rank.
So who's your direct commander?
My direct commander would be Commander Saman.
And
Who commands the Drow in the city?
Commander Saman.
is Commander Saman, was he with you, or is he at the keep, or is he at the fort?
He is at the fort. The Drow aren't allowed at the keep.
Knew it. Why are you even fighting with these guys? Jesus. Or Aiden's cock.
And
Ugh.
when you say that, he actually gets a little defensive. We weren't told that we were going to be siding with monsters.
Isn't it
Our
obvious,
wars-
Fael? Isn't it obvious? They joined up to take back Long Rest, Estedelanzua, or however you say it. They tried, they failed, and now the Yonti don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, it seems like y'all are just fodder at this point, from where we're sitting.
And when you say that, he kind of looks down and he says, "Our war is different from their war. As far as I understand it, Our Lady signed a treaty with the One T to take back our city. What city should be under us?
What did the Yonti want in return? Just conquest?
And he kind of shakes his head and he says, "That's what we can't figure out. Us that don't know. What the hell do they want with us? Why are they here? They don't even really want land. They like it, of course, but it's not as though they're trying to cultivate it. They just burn it all to the ground."
So why here? Why this city?
And he looks at you, Jaryu, kind of in the back. And you would think that he was actually kind of sad by the way he was looking at you. Through proximity, we've learned a little bit about these creatures. They worship some maniacal god. And their praise to them is simply death and chaos. They want to take this city, as far as I can understand it, to sow as much chaos and death as possible.
And do the Drow want to be part of that death?
The Drow are stuck. We made an agreement with them. Now we're bound to that contract.
What if you could leave Ocaria?
When you say you, do you mean me or the Drow?
All of you.
All of you, all the Drow. Keep the Yonti here and we'll slay them where they stand.
I don't believe that when Lady Azriel made this agreement with the Wanti, she envisioned a rape and pillage of some human city on the other side of the continent. This isn't our fight. We don't care about this city. Ocarian? No. We started this war for long rest. For Atsen Luzea. But the Wanti they've corrupted this war. And what's worse, and he kind of leans in a little bit, I think they've realized that they don't need us. We basically helped open the doors, and they realized that they can now own the castle.
As Fail said, you're just fodder to them. Simply pawns on a chessboard. Do you think you could convince your captain in the fort to try to leave?
He kind of shakes his head a little bit and says, "No, I don't think I could. I'm a nobody in this army. I'm a pawn to our own chessboard."
Who could?
I don't know. Beyond the lady, of course. Or officials back in your here. It's a real struggle. Because us drow, as we're now called, it's a new moniker, you know. It's an elvish bastardization. The elvish word Dralin, which means lost.
Mm.
Even in their name for us, they make fun of us.
Do you
We're
think
stuck.
you could get
Hmm?
a letter to your captain in secrecy at the fort to meet us?
Think I could.
Make no mistake. If you try to, turn it back on us, you will all die. And I point towards the pile of burning bodies. That is your fate. That is the fate of
Purple.
all of the Yuan-Ti, and if you betray us, that's the fate of all the Drow.
Jari's gonna take a step forward. Purple elf man. I'm also an outcast of my people. What if I deliver the letter with you?
It's an interesting proposal. What would that gain you?
Nothing. A conversation.
Parlay.
How many
No
Wanti are
conversation.
in the fort?
In the fort, there aren't too many. They don't like to be around us, so they send their own minions to watch us. These horrible, snake-like creatures. They aren't quite 1T, but they certainly aren't human.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, you're still my enemy.
And he kind of
But-
smiles and he says, "Make no mistake. You're still ours."
But in the spirit of this battle and maybe the war as a whole, your alliance with the Yuan-Ti is weak. And if you were to part with them, it benefits us. And it keeps you from dying. I know it's not your decision to make. Just speaking it out loud.
But think about it.
But think about it.
He kind of nods and he says, because of my current situation, I am forced to agree with you. But in the grand scheme of this war, the Drow really are lost. If we separate ourselves from the Wanti, we now have two enemies. If we stay with them, we have one enemy and an ally we can't trust. Our Lady has really dug our people, metaphorically and literally, into a hole. An entire race of people have been changed. He kind of looks down at his palms, and he looks back up at you all and he says, I can remember a time when I wasn't Violet.
All right. Well, our proposal is, you go. You are we setting up a meeting or are we delivering a letter? I asked Jaryu and Fayil.
I think we should maybe take our forces to the bridge and tell them, hey,
Let's
here's a messenger.
Well,
Send Jaru with them.
let's discuss this without the ears of these elves sitting around.
Oh yeah, true
So
that.
yeah, let's just step out. We just step outside. Let's just step outside.
Yeah.
And Captain Picard kind of gives you a nod and signifying that he'll stay with the drow. You can go
They
outside
ain't
to talk
going
about it.
anywhere. So
I'm gonna leave my death fungus right next to him with his hands on their shoulders.
like a gross
And,
smelling mushroom. On
yeah.
his hand.
So gross.
And I want to go back to our sewer boys. I normally would let y'all go down and talk about it, but I actually kind of wanted to listen to that conversation. So if you don't
Fine.
mind, yeah, if you don't mind having it in here so I can listen,
Hey.
that'd be actually kind of nice. Because I find it interesting. Let's go back down to the sewers. Okay, it's Rat King's turn. He is going to see you, Jin, do a massive sneak attack onto the weird humanoid next to you two. And he is going to give you almost what appears like a smile underneath his mask as he whips out his rapier. And with you being on the other side of him, is also going to perform a sneak attack.
I grin back.
He is poisoned, so he has disadvantage.
But it's normal. It's going to be a normal roll because he has an ally within 5 feet.
I guess technically you are flanking. He does hit, so. And that's his sneak attack round. And he's going to go for another because he does have multi-attack. That hits. And he's going to use his bonus action to play on his pipe again, summoning another swarm of rats.
Does he seem concerned that his last swarm of rats are in the cube?
He seems wholly unconcerned.
Dang.
Damn. Not a
He just
care
doesn't
in the
even
freaking
care.
world. He doesn't even care.
He doesn't even care.
Stoic.
Could be Ned in there.
He's literally he's getting attacked from like 5 angles. How does he not care about the rats?
Ventus, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. All right, I am going to use my action to dash.
Oh.
I'm going to get over here. What is? Can I stand on top of the cube? Can I like try and land on? Can I try and land on top of the cube?
Don't do it, Ventus. It's a trap.
Hold on. I wasn't expecting that. Let me read the verbiage. Coming back. Stand on top of the cube. Let's do a Google search. Can you stand on a gelatinous cube? Yes, but you would have to roll the engulf dexterity check, because if you enter its space, it engulfs you, or it tries to.
Okay. Oh, I will not do that then. I will stand in Jin's spot.
Okay, that is down in the water.
Yeah, I'll stand like above him, or like I have some feature that lets me walk on water and surfaces.
I was gonna say stand on my shoulders.
Oh, that works too.
Okay, yeah, you stand in the water.
And then I will use my bonus action to cast Aspect of the Worm,
Okay.
and I will choose a. This gets the Rat King. Does this get Lopin? No. Oh shit, I don't think so.
No, it does get the Rat King. It does not get Lope.
Does it get the rats?
It does technically get the rats.
Okay. Okay, as long as it gets Jin and the Rat King. And then I'm choosing acid damage as the resistance.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Nice.
And then can I end my turn on Jin's spot or no?
I think you actually can end your space in the shared space of an ally.
Really?
I believe so.
I'll continue to. Oh, actually, wait, this guy's
Let
dead,
me-
right?
let me
Okay, I'll
double
stand.
check that.
I'll just stand next to him.
Okay, that's fine. Well, is there an enemy there?
No,
You
it's
cannot.
Oh,
with
okay.
an
It's
enemy.
not near. Oh, I thought it said dead. Okay, never mind. No, I'll just stand on top of Jin's head right here.
Okay, Azos, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm trying to get here, I believe. So I'm going to dash, like I'm going to jump off the rock
Mhm.
and like attempt to like either land on the pipe or in the water, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to get over that way.
Okay.
So
Let me double check jumping rules. I think that you have enough. Whenever you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet beforehand. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. Now, how far is this? Whoops. 20 feet.
how high up is it?
They're like the same, like 10 feet. So
Okay,
it'd be a
well my
lateral
strength
jump.
score is 20, so even if I like jump into the water and jump out onto the thing, that would be 10 feet up, right? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you could jump 10 feet like this into the water and then scramble up the other.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, basically, I'm dashing and I'm ending my turn right here,
Sure.
and that's it.
With you going into the water, I do need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Happily.
You will take this damage. Well, half that damage.
So a quarter, because I resist to the raging. That's
Oh,
how
I'm
it
sorry.
works.
You would take that full damage half because you're raging.
Oh, got it.
Because
Okay.
you failed to save. And you are poisoned as this water enters your pores.
Wait, so it beats me. I don't beat the throw, rolling a 15.
The DC is higher than a 15.
Yeah, that saving throw's not.
Oh, I'm reading his.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
reading
not-
the aspect. Of the worm,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. If I knew this, I would have tried an athletics check to see if I could just go right to the pipe. Did not realize.
I'll let you take it back. That's okay.
Will you let me try it?
Yeah, I'll let you try it.
I mean, I'm assuming I need a pretty high athletics check, but
It would have to be good.
okay. That's fair. I'll take it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll
You
take
get
my
where you need to
punishment.
be, but yes, you
It's just a minute, right?
correct. Yeah, just a minute.
Well, I guess that's 10 rounds, so it's like that's helpful, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But you are right.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, you do get to your spot on the pipe. It is Lopin's turn, who is putting together what's happening here and is going to back up even more, taking an opportunity attack from this cube. From its pseudopod. Oh my gosh, this cube's
Oh my god.
a hero. for cubes everywhere.
Dang.
Lopin, if you get 10 feet from me, you get resistance to acid damage.
And he scoots on over this way.
Well, technically, oh no, he wasn't in there, was he?
Yeah,
When
he
left?
wasn't.
Oh, so close.
And he's going to stow his warhammer and bring out his crossbow, which he does have multi-attack on. And he's going to fire his first shot at this little experiment thingy. Just right into the water.
Oh no.
Man, Lopin is garbage.
Come on, Lopes.
Lopes. No, both shots go wide.
Supposed to be the Lopin. Should have never named him the Lopin.
This.
He's just Lopin, no the.
No, yeah.
This guy is going to use his action to dash to get up on this pipe here. So Ophidian's turn, who is going to attempt to multi-attack the Rat King once again. That does not hit. That does not hit. Sornin, it's your turn.
He's just gonna start blasting at the gelatinous cube.
He's so far away. I forgot he was in there.
Aww.
Oh wow.
Jaryu, your guys are slacking this time.
I feel like the critical miss should miss and hit the giant serpent thing.
This thing?
Yeah. You know,
No, it splashes.
she was just blasting.
He's blasted. Thunder, it's your turn.
Thunder?
Will you be?
Can we just come back to him, like move him to
Yeah,
the bottom?
yeah, we can. It's the cube's turn. The cube is going to, I think.
Come at me.
The swarm isn't in the thingy. There's this one. I'll let the swarm do a bite on the Ophidian. Yum. Oh. The cube started here and is going to go here with the swarm inside of it.
Is it up on the pipe or?
Yeah, it's up on the pipe.
Sorry, boys, I stepped away.
It's okay. It can't do anything else.
I think it'll be your turn next meeting.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead, mate.
I'm going to just chunk. Can I see this guy? Is he still climbing, or is he like starting to be visible? Or
If you poke your head up, like if you take away your cover, then you'd be able to see him.
I'm already in action to do produce flame once I see him.
Okay. Are you wanting to move anywhere? Or are you saying we got?
I'm gonna shimmy to the left,
Okay.
and I'll stay.
We did the cube. It is the Wastrelith's turn. The Wastrelith is going to use his multi-attack to Grasping Spout Ventus. Nice. You take half this damage and you do not get pulled.
Do we get
And
half
it's
of that with
acid
my
damage,
with
yeah.
my resistance? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Not this time, bitch.
And it does have multi-attack. But I think you can. I think it can only claw you out, so I don't think it can reach with its bite. Yeah, it can. So it's just gonna claw you twice. Take half of this. And half of this. And Jin, it's your turn.
So I think I'm just gonna finish this guy off right in front of me. So I'm gonna attempt to shank this experiment.
Okay. You took the damage from the water, correct?
Yes, that's Ventus
Yeah.
itself. I'm at like super close.
Okay, yeah. You should be poisoned then.
But I'm now resisting the poisons that I help.
You resist acid damage, but you still have the poison condition.
And how does that work exactly?
Basically, for the next minute, you have this. I forgot to put
no.
the thing.
Okay, so it'll be a normal attack. Since,
With flanking, yeah.
and I'm gonna attack him with Light Snatcher in my main hand.
Okay. That hits. You kill it. It's dead. It shrieks
Wait.
into the water as it falls down.
Am I not getting my bonus damage from Light Snatcher being a magic item?
Doesn't look like it, does it? Definitely still would have killed, but let me add that. Okay, it's in that.
Thanks.
Okay. Would you like to move anywhere?
So with that guy dead, I think I'm gonna kind of move back and protect Lopin.
Okay.
And then,
And you do have to climb up to get on that pipe, so it'll take more movement.
no problem. Because I have second story work.
Oh. Interesting.
It's like never relevant almost, but
Yeah, but now it is.
Now.
and I can use my bonus action to make an attack, right?
Yes, you can. It just does the raw damage. no bonuses.
So I have no idea how this is going to work because the item itself doesn't really say anything. But I'm going to pull out the wyvern scale that I had given to Froyo, and she's lending me back, and I'm going to throw it.
I should be frank in that I never intended on that being a weapon.
Oh,
but I thought it would be like just like a funny little boomerang thing. But it could be an improvised weapon.
If that's the case, I'm just going to throw something else, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll say that you kind of pull it out to throw it, and you notice that it has no damaging properties to it. It's just a scale.
And actually, I think I'm just gonna take a hide action if I can and try to be low profile.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to hide. I believe with hide, you are granted a stealth check.
Let's see here. What?
Yeah, when you take the hide action, you make a stealth check until you are discovered or you choose to stop hiding.
So okay, yeah, this allows me to use bonus action hide,
Mm-hmm.
and then stealth check.
Nice. Okay.
And I'm just kind of looking out over the pipe, watching over open.
Sounds good to me. It is now this guy's turn. He's going to pull himself over the boulder, and that would trigger your ready to action. Thunder.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead and cast. That's a hit.
Nice.
And you blast him.
And he's dead.
And he dies.
Oh, actually?
No. You walked over here to you.
DM said it.
He falls off the
No,
water.
no
the,
takesy backsies.
the mountain.
And he's going to attempt to net you.
I'm unnettable.
And you do have +2 AC because you have half cover.
Yeah.
Honestly, the half cover is clutch because that would hit you. You would be hit by this stupid net.
I flip him off.
Go to top of round 4, but first we'll go to our Temple voice.
Wow.
And let's change the music up.
Wanted
So-
Casey to play Jacob.
So, we go to the three of you outside, and after maybe a second or so, Captain Picard also comes outside to join you. A little back, a little removed from the conversation, but still wanting to be a part of it, as he listens to the three of you kind of work through what you're talking about.
Alright, so here's what I was thinking. Well, Jaryu, you wanted to go in, right?
Yes.
So how are we gonna work that out?
Here are my thoughts. I go in with the two drow as a potential defector. I speak to the fellow plight of the drow, as I am also an outcast among my folk.
Which isn't a lie and would not require a check.
That's correct. I
Uh,
my intention would be to
let me mute him real
Manny.
quick.
Yeah,
Mute
I
Manny.
think I
Mute
can. Yeah,
yourself.
He's on the phone.
Where-
He can't hear you.
There he
Got
goes.
him.
There he
Okay.
goes.
My intent would be to meet with the Drow captain aside from the Wanti in order to explain what the two Drow have told us, and that they don't want this fight. If they were to simply not form an alliance but step aside, we could convince the Drow to vacate that fort, leaving us with only Wanti in the fort.
And
How
then-
easy is that? How easy is that to do? I don't know.
Well, it's gonna be real hard.
Well, yeah, but do we want to fight a whole fort of Drow that don't want to fight us?
I liked it. I like the plan. The only thing that
it's worth
hinges
the
on
risk. I
it's
think.
worth the risk, but you're the one who has to risk it because if the Yanti that are, I mean, there's some Yanti minders in there, and it can break
Alright.
bad.
I've accepted death, tiny human. Have you?
I mean,
So,
if you're
okay.
a soldier, you have to, but
So I can
Well,
do
then
this
fight
thing.
it.
I can do this thing where I walk on water.
What?
Okay. I have a tentacle, an Alhun tentacle, that I can use to grant telepathy for 120 feet. So what if I stand close, like basically walk over to the edge of the island and stand within range of the keep? I think Jaryu has one too.
I also have one, yes.
So we can talk to each other, and I can just kind of stand there, basically on the water at beneath the island, right next to the keep, to know if shit hits the fan. And if it does, then we send in the ship to blow it up, and maybe our plan changes a little bit as far as the order of things, but the same activities will happen.
Right, we needed him inside anyways. So yeah, we'll be ready, Picard. Me and you, we'll have everybody in front with the white flag. We'll start this, and we'll hold visual on the bridge, right? Waiting to see what comes of this talk.
Well, I don't
That
think
way we're right there and ready.
they're gonna know immediately the humans are not part of that conversation, right? The whole idea is that Jaryu is dissenting, that he is defecting away from the
And
other
I'm gonna
dwarves.
I'm gonna
Oh,
count on the
I
fact.
was thinking we'd have a parlay or some shit. Okay, well never mind.
Well, that won't
I'm-
work because the Yanti will instantly kill the
Yeah,
Drow captain and then attack us with everybody else.
And my intention is
Hmm.
that I can convince
The Yanti are
them
not
that
going to be convinced of anything. Sorry.
my
not-
intention is that I can convince the Drow, or not the Drow, but the Wanti, that the Drow are my kin, right? Like we're both livers of the underground. We've been relegated to like the furthest reaches of Malnova, as outcasts, right? Like at this point, the Drow should know who the Clan of the Worm is, like as part of the Underdark, right?
Okay.
So I can play on that in part of my lying.
But once again, and that's all in the effort to get past the Yanti portion and have a private audience with the captain of the Drow.
Yeah, just tell
Then to
once I've
really
convinced
pitch what's going
yeah.
on here.
Right. Once I've convinced the Wanti, I'll say, hey, I want to speak to, my brethren, my Underdark brethren, right?
Mm-hmm.
And go to meet the captain to discuss it. Because like chances are the Wanti are gonna relegate me to hang out with the Drow because I'm lesser than Wanti, right?
And I mean, to make this all sold better, we have 2 Drow in there that sound like they're willing to at least try this out, because otherwise they die.
Okay, well, what's the scheme then? That these guys salvaged themselves and took a captive, or somebody was willing to run with them during the battle and defect with them, but everybody else was slaughtered, and they're gonna limp their way back into the fort. That's like that's what they're doing.
With the potential,
well-
like maybe, that's good. So like, they got in a fight. They know that the fort knows that we're attacking, right? They know by now.
Y'all can even throw in that like we think the South is lost. You know, like throw it in there, like they
Oh
got the South. You know.
no, I'm honestly just gonna say that like I think that we got a bad deal, right? Like we're not here to work with the other dwarves. We're gonna act like it, but I also have this handy dandy earworm that every Clan of the Worm member has that allows you to communicate to other Clan of the Worm members. So I can tell them that, hey, once the word is given, another convincing argument I can make is that once the word is given, I can contact all of the Clan of the Worm instantly to attack.
He can tell them to execute Order 66.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's risky.
It's risky. Once again, it's all you. You're the one who's taking on all that risk.
May my rolls be blessed.
May they indeed.
I will
Card?
be close, and as we said, if shit hits the fan, Jar, you can escape, right? from at least from their grasps, like
there's
in
one
the immediate area.
There's one thing I would like to not abandon is the ship and the explosives and the idea that like I'm assuming that we're gonna have to have all our men as close as possible without them knowing it, so that we could charge if things do break bad, right? Like, so
Well,
Yeah.
me and
I
Picard
guess
do that.
if
I mean,
if that happens, maybe okay. So here, let's think about this.
Because
If
once
if
Jaw
shit
in,
hits the fan,
Jaw-
it's no longer. Oh, man, it's hard to say, because the bridge won't be down, right? It's like even if you go
Well-
to charge in, are you all gonna jump into water and climb the rock?
I mean, they're gonna have to lower it for me to get in.
Yeah, they're gonna close it and maybe raise it right behind you.
I mean, unless I can also convince them that I have more men coming. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's pretty elaborate.
Yeah, maybe let's minimize the lies that have to be told. You know, like
I mean, that's not a lie either.
Yeah, that's true. I do have more men coming. Also, not good call, Kyle.
Yeah, zone of
Or
truth,
Jin,
baby.
or
Your Kizos
Jin's
looks him in the sky and says,
pocket.
"Thanks, Jin." And gives a little fist bump.
Sorry, I usually.
No, you're good. I do that too. So
Well, the initial lie that I wanted to run was that we would just go up there, peace flag, send y'all into parlay, tell them that we want the south
They're not gonna
side.
parlay though. The Wanty
We
will
could just tell them we
instantly
want
attack.
to. We could just tell them, hey, we want a south side. You know, I
No,
don't know.
No, the Wanty will instantly attack.
Okay, well, I'm just worried that you're gonna get in there, and they're gonna once they put that drawbridge back up, we're screwed.
No,
If
bro,
things break bad.
Jarry's gonna handle it.
he can get.
Well, what
out,
about the ship?
He can get
We
far
got a
enough away
secondary
from
ship.
them. He can get far enough away from them and to give us time to react. Is what my point was earlier.
Okay, do we have a? Are we gonna put somebody on blowing some shit up somehow?
So we have
Yep.
4 dwarves stationed on that cannon boat. 2 of them can go basically set the explosive ship up to kind of list towards the island. Like, don't put it full sail or anything, but set it up to where it'll drift that way. And I mean, it'll kind of just smack it to the back of the island and wait until something explosive hits it, which by that point they'll be back on the boat with the cannon ready to shoot it. I don't think that part will be an issue at all.
Well, we just gotta be able to tell them all that. Is all I'm saying. Like, we gotta coordinate that somehow.
I can walk over to them on the water and tell them that.
That's right. You walk on water. I did not know this, Yukizos. I didn't.
I don't normally
seen it.
prepare this spell.
Well, I just haven't seen it. It's
We're
fine.
not normally
It's
around
gonna be awesome.
water, so it hasn't been a whole lot of use for it.
Well, now's the time for sure. So what I'm hearing is that me and for at least for me and Picard and the majority of the men are gonna lay in wait. Correct?
If
Ready to pounce the bridge at need be.
if I know, as soon as I know something's gone awry, I can send you a sending. You'll instantly know that it's go time. And if not, I think and if the plan works, let's also talk about that. If this plan works, then we need to give the drow enough time to vacate, and then once that happens, we go about the plan like we originally planned, right? Blow up the back of the keep, storm the bridge, kill the Yanti, and take control of it. Right?
Yeah, I mean, even if they don't necessarily need to vacate, they just need to step aside.
Right. I think everything pinches on two things: the drawbridge staying down, and you being able to get a private audience to talk to the drow captain. What was his name? What did the guy say it was? Picard? I can't remember. Shit.
After okay, so say they step aside, they have to leave. Like I don't trust them at all in the keep with us. Like they need to hop on the boat and get out.
Right. I think the whole point is yeah, we show them our good graces of like, look, like y'all made a mistake. Get the fuck out of here. We'll take care of the Yanti.
Yeah, but if they start leaving, the Monty will attack.
Right. Well, it's a whole deal. That's the wild card that we don't have any way of knowing about how you walk in there to treat with the drow with the Yanti being there. But once again, they're just Yanti handlers. They're not, I don't know. I just want that drawbridge to stay down.
Well, we can sit here and bat a million ideas around, but who knows what's
Yeah.
going to happen once it starts
Yeah.
happening. So
I think this is what we can do.
I think we go for it.
I think we go for it. The other option is another full-blown battle, and we already have some weakened troops, so I don't know how that'll go. We need to save them we need to save them for the keep, not the fort.
Yeah, we can discuss what you should probably say to them. We could get into that.
Yeah,
while we're waiting for the last. We need to wait for the last wave. That way, once y'all get going, we'll everybody be on the same page. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I like it though. I like it. Card. What do you think?
Card kind of nods and he says, "You are my commander."
We're gonna make the decision. We're gonna make the decision. I'm asking you, do you see any plot fault? Is there anything you want to add to that at all, or do you just?
We're asking for your opinion, Picard.
No, I think you nailed the nail on the head. Any of these missions is going to be risky, and I think that we were gifted something with these prisoners of war, so why not use it?
Agreed.
In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity.
I agree.
These assholes want chaos, evidently. All right, we'll go back in there and talk to them guys for sure. At one point, yeah. We'll get all our stuff in line. Oh, what a day!
And Picard kind of stands up and heads back into the All Temple.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, we will. I will let y'all discuss the finer details of all that now over the week and whatnot. How you want to handle that. So we can go from there on that. I am getting text from a family member. I kind of need to go and take a phone call. So I think I might actually wrap up this session a little early if that's okay with everyone.
Hope everything's
that's
yeah,
okay, man.
dude. Of course.
Thank you for understanding. But next time we will resume in y'all's battle, which I can also leave up over this week, so y'all can look at it and plan accordingly.
Yeah, turn that back.
Yeah.
And Manny, you're out next week? Is that what you said earlier?
He's still on the phone, but
Yeah.
yes. Yeah, yes. So we can talk about if we either want to try to reschedule or skip. If it's just him, we can maybe move on or figure out kind of what he wants to do. Maybe let Yokizos play as him or something. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks, David.
All right,
Bye,
later,
guys.
everybody.
Yeah, thanks.
Guys.
Topside guys, you wanna hop down and what the heck for a minute?
I hope you feel better, Drew.
I do, but
What?
I said I hope you feel better, man.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm fine, bro. I just gotta give it a day. The worst part is I got 5 more. I gotta do 5 more next week,
Oh
bro.
Jesus.
Wow.
My mouth is fucked. Don't go to the dentist, boys. It's not
How
worth it.
I mean,
It's
it's
a lot
better
of money,
now
right?
than later.
I mean,
right?
dude, no, I mean insurance. Like, luckily, yeah, I mean, I have like good dental insurance. Like, I don't even know why I pay for such good dental insurance, but
'Cause
yeah, it's a fuck ton of money. If I didn't have it, it'd be like $5,000.
I can only assume that's how many I have. I need to get
Bro,
some good
yeah,
insurance.
they say it's like genetics though or whatever. My problem was everything is fine. Like I don't really give a shit about like that. It's just they numbed the 2 teeth like down here, right? Like the 2 back ones, and it didn't work. So I just
Did
felt
they give
all
you
the
the
pain
shot,
of it.
or did they?
Yeah,
give...
bro, right on
Yeah.
the tooth, and it didn't work.
Dude, I
I'm
fucking
like,
hate the shot. Because
Did I give you the gas?
well,
That's the fun stuff.
yeah, no, I
the
mean, I
shot
wasn't gonna
almost
pay
hurts
for it, you know.
more than getting the fucking work done
It
whenever it wears
does,
off.
yeah.
Dude, that shit
Yeah, it
hurts.
does.
Your whole mouth aches like a. They're stabbing your
Yeah.
gums with a needle.
Yeah. Well, they're stabbing you're not only your gums, but like the roof of your like tooth, and they're stabbing and like, yeah, dude, it didn't even work. I was like, oh, so I felt the pain of the procedure. I was like, why'd you even numb me, bro? Like, what's the point? Yeah, and I like they redid it, and like they redid it mid procedure, but it takes like 20 minutes to take, so it just kept going like that was gonna do anything, dude. Shit was wild, bro.
I had to get a tooth removed. It was one of my baby teeth. It got like infected or something, so it didn't matter. But they had to remove it because it was infected. But that was completely numb. It was fucking weird because they literally would take a fucking flathead screwdriver and push one way, and then push the other way, and they just kept doing that. And then they got a pair of fucking channel lock pliers and just like did this
Ripped
shit.
you out.
Yeah, and I'm numb, so I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? There's like pliers in my face, like doing this shit. It's fucking wild.
Dude, I hate. It's my least favorite place on the planet. I feel like it's never one of those things that goes well, dude.
See, I don't go to the dentist for like 2-3 years, and when I show up, they're like, "Yeah, you need deep cleanings, but you don't got any cavities." And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, that's fucking nice. I wish. Dude, I'm not gonna drink any more soda or shit, dude. I'm like, I'll forget that I said that in a week, and you'll see me drinking a soda. But dude, this is the worst, man. Like, it is the worst.
I used to not brush before
3
bed,
years.
but when I changed to doing that, it did help. I feel like.
Yeah.
I used to just brush in the
need
morning
that.
because my mouth felt gross, so I wanted to brush. I can't do mouthwash though, dude. It always fucked up my mouth. Like it chemically burns my mouth no matter what mouthwash I get. Like I lose taste and shit. It's fucking weird.
Fuck
There's some
the
like
dentist.
diluted ones that aren't as alcoholic or whatever.
Well, some of them I've gotten with no alcohol and it still does it. It's
just
not like a
dude.
burning thing. I say chemically burn, but it does something that I don't know if it's a film.
Chemical
something.
burn's pretty strong.
Bro, do you guys floss? Like, truthfully, do y'all floss?
No.
I
use
floss-
Dentex.
I
don't do shit.
I use the picks probably
I'm
every
gross.
2 or 3 nights.
I'm gross. I just
Bro,
don't
I
touch
gotta
it.
just do it, I guess. Like,
I
cause
used
they
to
say that's
not.
my problem.
And you
Because
know,
all
one of my
my,
biggest
they're all
reasons-
in between my teeth.
One of my biggest reasons why I started it actually was Lyle. Because he always was flossing at work. And made me be
Did you
like,
guys
Oh,
need
that's
to go?
right.
huh, maybe
Nah,
I need
peace
to
out.
floss. Peace.
Peace.
Well, I gotta just do it, man. Gotta.
Yeah, when I floss, it does
Ugh.
feel good though. It is like, oh yeah. This
Well,
does
the
make
thing,
sense.
I started
Wait,
doing it
when's the
more...
last time you been to a dentist, bro? When's the last
Oh,
time you been?
dude, since I was 18. Since I was 18, dude. Or no, fucking no,
Oh my
18.
God.
Do
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
not
Whenever
care,
I've-
man?
Whenever
you
I've
just like, ah,
flossed,
fuck it at this point.
the second I see
Yeah.
it pulling shit out of my teeth, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking gross. I have to keep doing this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
because
little
when it
picks help.
hardens, like if you haven't flossed in a while and it hardens, you don't get shit out of your teeth. But when your teeth are clean, every time you eat, if you go floss, I guarantee you'll pull shit out between your teeth. And
Those
once I
picks
started,
help?
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
they're not as good as real floss, but that's what I use. But as soon as I started seeing that, I was like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna fucking have shit in my teeth.
Dude. Waco, you haven't been since you were 18, brother. Like,
Truthfully,
holy shit.
hey, look. Truthfully, my only issues are like I have the cavities on the top of my, like, you know, the base of the gun. Well, no, not the base. What the fuck? You know,
Are
like
you trying to tell us you have root canals, bro? Is that where you're
Oh,
getting at,
dude.
man?
No way you haven't gone to a dentist if you have root canals, because you'd be.
No,
fucking-
no. I just have
Your whole
holes.
mouth would be like
Yeah,
in pain.
It's not just
I
your
can
mouth,
tongue-
it's your whole fucking head, dude.
No, no, no. I can tongue the holes on the top of my molars, like all 8 of them, right? 2 on both sides and top and bottom. Like there's a hole in at least. Every one of them has a hole in it.
What?
Eh,
You should
you know
get that checked out.
Dude, you're making my mouth hurt. Stop.
Well,
Yeah,
it
you need-
I'll
just
shut
doesn't
the
hurt.
recording.
It doesn't hurt.